Hi and welcome to SFG Cards and Craft. Today I want to show you this little card that I did. This card I'm actually using Newton's Nook stamp set called Rainy Days. It's my first Newton Nook stamp set actually, and so far the only one. I do intend to buy some more of these, but in Australia it is a little hard to find places that actually do sell them, or many different ones. Now I have actually pre-stamped, prior to actually starting the video, the card. And made masks for the two items that are on there. I've also stamped on there the sentiment, "When life gives you rainy days," and also I've actually added 3 dots after that, so it continues to the inside of the card. I've just, with the tape there, I've actually put like what I will consider to be a horizon line, and this stencil that I'm using is one that I've made myself. Using an Avery Elle pierced cloud die set. That's for the 2 larger clouds that are on there, and then the tiny little cloud is using an X-cut weather icons. There's a little cloud in that, which is it's quite a good little set actually. It's got lots of little tiny things in it, and that cloud is probably the biggest thing that's in that set. So I've actually used those 3 different clouds on that stencil to make that up. And the stencils themselves, the blank stencil, I've bought those. They're a Crafters Workshop stencil. For $5 here in Australia, probably only about $3 overseas for a pack of 3. Because as you know, everything is much more expensive here in Australia as far as the crafting stuff goes, because it's got to come in from overseas anyway. So I'm just using Stormy Sky on the stencil to make the clouds. And I've lifted those off, I've swapped it over so that I'm now doing the ground area. The colour I'm using there is peeled paint. Because it's a rainy day, I've decided it won't be so bright, the grass or anything, so I've used a darker, sort of a deeper green. And I'll come in shortly with some blue to indicate the puddles that they're sitting in, which is tumbled glass. Later on, or very soon, I will be putting on some music, and the music is my son playing. He's recently actually put out a video where he's singing, so if anyone wanted to see that, he's actually doing a Tom Waits song called Blue Valentine, and he's done a very good job of it for his first attempt at singing. So if anyone wants to see that, he's on I'm a Future Guitar Hero. You might have to put Jared G in as well to search for him. I can't remember exactly how to get onto his website now. I haven't done it for a while. Or you could probably put in cover by Tom Waits cover, perhaps Blue Valentine, and any of those probably should find that particular tune. But it is worth seeing. I mean, he's done very well at it. He's only 18, and I thought he'd done very well anyway. Maybe I'm just a very proud mother, but to me he's done a very good job. Okay, now back to the painting here. Now what I'm doing here in the corner is I'm just putting a little bit of yellow to indicate that there is some sunshine out there. Sort of on the horizon is going to be a bit of sunlight. Or not the horizon, but you know what I mean, up in the sky. And now, because the umbrella is only divided into 3 sections on the front, I decided that I'd make that into 6 sections so I can do it like a rainbow colour. Even though the true rainbow has 7 colours in it, I'm not worrying about the 7th colour. I'm just putting the 6 in there, as most people don't worry about the 7th colour. And just penciling it in for now, but later on I do come in with I think black Sharpie is what I used on it. So what I might do is just leave you with the colouring. It'll come up very shortly, and put some music on, and hope you enjoy it. Hi, I'm back again. Just thought I'll run through with the colours that I've done. The frog is done with Lucky Clover for the green and Squeezed Lemonade for the yellow. The umbrella was, now I'll just go through the colours, Worn Lipstick Candied Apple for the red, Dried Marigold Carved Pumpkin for the orange, Squeezed Lemonade Mustard Seed for the yellow, Cracked Pistachio Lucky Clover for the green, Tumbled Glass and Mermaid Lagoon for the blue, and Shaded Lilac and Wilted Violet for the purple colour. The umbrella handle, which hasn't been done yet, which will be done later, will be Ground Espresso. The duck is your Squeezed Lemonade, and the cat is Rusty Hinge. Now I do 2 coats on the duck and on the cat, and I did forget the cat. I was intending to put tabby stripes on the cat after it would completely dry, and I forgot. But never mind, hindsight is a wonderful thing. So I'm just coming in there with the Rusty Hinge, I think, for the cat. Oh, and this is the Ground Espresso for the umbrella handle as well. The inside of the ears and the duck's bill and feet, I actually just use, what did I do with that one? I've forgotten the colour I used. Tattered Rose, I think it was. I'll probably show it there, I probably have already. So those are the colours. So we'll get back to some of the music again, I think. Thank you. I'm back again briefly. What I'm doing here is I'm actually, something I don't usually show on my cards, is I'm actually showing off how I finish off the card inside and all that. I'm just using the same cloud stencil again and the same brush, same ink, just on this is a Xerox cardstock 285 grams, something like that. It's a fairly thick cardstock, but really not a good quality cardstock for making cards with. All I use it for is for the inside panel. I don't normally use it for anything other than that. I have used it on occasion on the outside where I'm wanting to do layered stamping, because it doesn't tend to bleed like the water-based watercolour paper does. It tends to bleed if you're putting lots of ink on it. It does sort of do that feathering, bleeding thing, but this white Xerox paper, it doesn't do that. So that's the only time I actually have used this paper. So you don't very often see me use it. Now inside, I've actually put the sentiment, which continues on from the outside, which says "play in the puddles." So I've put in ... I may not have shown that. So the full sentiment says, "When life gives you rainy days, play in the puddles," and then I've put a happy birthday on. Of course, all the blue stamping is actually with the Lawn Fawn fish tank, and the black is with the Xerox. Sorry, I've got Xerox on the mind now. Onyx, because they've both got X's in them. Onyx Black. And there's the finished card. I hope you like it, and if you do like it, please subscribe and please click that like button. I'm hoping to get a few more subscribers, and I know I don't do very many cards, but I do try to do cards that are a little bit off kilter to other cards that people put out there. So as I said, if you like it, please subscribe and click the like button. Okay, well, I'll be back before too long with a few more cards. Thank you. Bye bye.